Superstores nero eduka asorgo ngurigarua South Nyanza yanchiri amone company ya mabati Rolling Mills eyukuya bwatuka uchiase abaonia aiga ntobwate showroom asura achagwirigirie amabati ande onsialia utagete showroom yeito nigo engale eyuerengia na boigo ekogokie riso yao chingaki ogoswasa yiga kurigiriria amabati aiga ntobwate team Tembo abo bagokora imirimo ase showroom yiga babwate chingoro chingia chugo kwarigania na boigo cho tebererie kende kensi uraganie bagotebererie company ya mabati Rolling Mills niko babwate amabati chingenjo ao ayuare ye chikala ao na boigo ayuiga bwate chi profile net gauges ao unabono babwate normal corrugated na boigo box corrugated asibego babwate Dumerang ayuare aye chigage emeronge tato asa mabati alia aye chigage emeronge bire na isaro na isato babwate tile profiles alia au oriental elegantal versatile gross na boigo na versatile mat MRM niko babwate lifestyle ayuago chana Roman Jinko na boigo web design babwate ligani kabwate chikala bunabone lia Chaco Gray Brick Red Tile Red Maroon Sky Blue na boigo na green obutambe bwe mabwate liga niko bokolengana amo nukanya gwe customer mbabwate bintu bindi boigo ebyo ochikunyara kabo gutumika chinga cyo gwakeranya mabwate liga ase nyumba yao tutari lero ase MRM showroom onyare ko bagokwerera amabati yu akomenya segeka ayo guchanye warrant na boigo ayo orakoberwa ikasure asubwango edukenyiga ya Superstores yego toka se nyumba ya complex imiyumu chuligo busongo iyo erangene duka Safaricom boigo ngotuka bari ase nyumba ya JM Towers iyo ere angene bengi ya Credit Bank asamange bakere simgwetra sete namba chabo 0111161500 Superstores, the people's choice, guaranteed lowest prices. Karibu nyumbani.
Vipi, mbona mbota hapa? Nini shida?
Unajikuta nani mshikaji wangu? Yaani unaweza ukavaa ujasiri kiasi cha kwamba unaweza kutoka na wadogo zetu kwa mada zetu ambao tunawategemea baadaye waje kuwa watu wakubwa, afu unakuja kuwachezea kirahisi. Oya, Omboi. Sikiliza nikwambie. Bi mkubwa anapata tabu kinoma noma kumsomesha ubinti. Si unanielewa eh? Mimi napambana kinoma noma na kaba huko mzee kwa sababu mdogo wangu mimi aishi vizuri. Afu boya mshamba kama wewe unakaa na pumbavu wenzako mnashawishiana kuja kutongoza dogo zetu. Hivi si wangu, naomba nikuulize. Kuna wanawake wangapi uko wanajiuza? Mpaka wengine wanatimuliwa katika madangulo. Serious, unakuja kutembea na
Ekeonga Chinsa Ikomi asenchira yo wenge boirire buya mwancho muri Getembe TV nje kuna botambenga atren Nyaboga veni Nyaboga kura somo na boimanyiriro balnamba sendari kuri studio kabene na kona kebuna chibichana mara wengo ikachira asenchira yo boikran kabana intoweka omwario mugavana mukorobo county ya Kisii omoske James Omaribongwae nigo aireri bageri gotoma engora ya bene ochase ya mate efame ochase ya mate abasani na boigo abairi bo morendo yo muga kapita nyakanyi osugo yobeteka gusire bugwa bwari tkoregoro magega yokorora ahasegeka muga osugo nigo abeteka gukora umurimo yo kumurenda umuskongwaye ahasegeka kemyaka 10
abagusimi into asemwa beta njenje mcyumaribongwaye mugabani no mukoro Kisii county ninde namayana manna senkoro yane kubwatekana no gusira kwa oyo kabere omuzigari yone Peter Nyakanyi osugo oyitu aparete nerega asingiya for 2 terms emyaka 10 abete governor of Kisii County ase emiaka 10 narenga abizi nyagozira osugo nigo atenete koba ekerorerio ekiya ase etabia engiya ya undiscipline oboremu gose courage amo na integrity gose oboene abasani baye nigo bare komuruka dadi ase familia ya nyagosira musani one umurugi oye abana baye bonsi eyamate yaye abasani baye bonsi gakipole sana esaba koriye gas bonsi ba Kisii County bakorete gas no musani one usugo pole sana esa abantu bonsi banyansongo so bamusani one amo naba basi baitu mwensi pole sana tugosaba Nyasaye abaremye ase chinga kiechi igachia ubukendu pole sana naende Nyasaye abaseseni. Thank you.
Moske Thadius Nyabaro mambia rero nigo araibi karbi bunge ye kaunti ya Nyamira buna omonogeri bwe bunge yo kokwana chinga kecho Nyabaro niga teba na cyo kora emirimo yaye ga kubwateri chiko nabo yokona kyabona omonyamira ngo ikirani gwari amagendro buna babete bakomurira chira chinga kecho nigo igati aba MC bari bare okora ibe karo byabo ebunge ya mashinani baba wikirana ase bikaro bwe bunge ye kaunti ya Nyamira ritskoria rero.
It is with deep humility and a profound gratitude that I address you today in my inauguration communication as the duly elected Speaker of the County Assembly of Nyamira. Honourable members, this Assembly stands at a critical juncture in our county. And our country's democratic and development journey. It is my firm belief that through this unity of purpose, respect for diversity, through and adherence to institutional decorum, we can restore the dignity and effectiveness of this county assembly and reclaim the faith of the people of Nyamira. Regardless of political affiliations or past differences, to join hands with the office of the Speaker in turning a new page of accountability in this county government of Nyamira. Service delivery and legislative excellency. Let us rise above the noise and let us act and reflect on the aspirations of those who elected us, that is the electorate of the great county of Nyamira.
Mheshimiwa Speaker, sisi tuko nyuma yako. Ndio maana mimi nimekuja maneno koti imesema wacha sisi kama waheshimiwa tunatengeneza sheria ijulikane, tuna ile sheria imefanikana, tutumie hiyo sheria, hakuna maneno mengine. Kitu mimi natumia ni sheria. Hii Kenya iko na sheria yake, kitu inasemekana kotini ndio tunafanya. Ndio maana naambia mheshimiwa wangu ndio sheria ilisema ile wakati, ndio maana tunakupili kama msema. Na sheria imesema mheshimiwa Nyabaro ndiye speaker amechaguliwa na sisi. Sisi kwa mtakuwa mwenye akikosa kukuja hapa, nataka niwaambie. Hata kwa leo mnasema hatuko msituni, tulikuwa upandile kitu.
Mr. Speaker, we have full confidence in your leadership and we ask you to extend the same to all our colleagues who are not with us. Welcome them back home. We sit and burn the midnight oil to do the work that the electorate sent us to do.
We've had a turbulent past, Mr. Speaker. We've had very turbulent times, Mr. Speaker. Members of this House, Mr. Speaker, have had very bad experiences in the last 9 months, Mr. Speaker. We thank God that you are now fully
Muraibu ya Kenya muske Daktari wa Samuel Ruto mugasorero nigo aikaimia na Naivasha county ya Nakuru erikora ibikaro byo gukwanera ogukina nabo ogukina no konenea kwe mugati mechemenene meyense ya Kenya gukwana segikare kyo muske Ruto nigo akwanera usinigaigirira obwagachi bw'ikinyomba kya maguru ansene serikali ya Kenya kwanza.
The houses are coming up. We have 150,000 under construction because it is doable. And the commitment I made to the people of Kenya is that as they contribute to the housing levy, as they contribute their housing levy, it is my responsibility to make sure that that money is not wasted, is not stolen, is not abused, and there is no corruption, and they get value for it. And that is my commitment. And I have told Alice here, and I have told Charles here, that if you award any house under this program beyond 42,000 shillings per square foot, I will not send the police. I will come myself. Yes, because that is the kind of attachment I have put on this housing program. And so, to my sister Judy, we have improved the program further. You know, we had a program where the houses were built under a different program. We've now improved the program further. Your colleagues will now get a better rate as before. I know we have KCB here as part of our partners. Is KCB around in the room? Yes, KCB is there. An average mortgage in Kenya was 18%. Working with KCB and other housing finance and others, what is the mortgage now, my friends, there? 9.5%. Is that right?
Chinga kiechecho mugavana we kaunti ya Nakuru omosko musubati Susan Kihika nigo akwanera igatie michieri ya bereke gukina mensi ya Kenya aseboigo akwanire bitambukiro byo gukinia emechi mensi ya Kenya na boigo ogukina kwa emechi gose chitoni meyensi ya Kenya
be re-engineered as climate resilient ecosystems through green building codes, circular economies, clean mobility and nature-based urban design. Let us position Kenya not only as a responder to climate risks, but as a continental exemplar of green urbanization, where every infrastructure project, every investment decision, and every policy reform is judged by its contribution to resilience. Your Excellency, no country in the 21st century will thrive without a competitive, productive, and inclusive urban economies. Kenya's economic future is urban. Full stop. Cities are where ideas become industries, where technology meets talent, where women and youth hustle not for survival, but for success. Our cities must evolve for consumption centers to value creation hubs. They must attract capital, nurture innovation, unlock urban land for investment, and foster industries that generate jobs at scale, especially for youth and women. The informal sector, long marginalized, must now be recognized as a foundation of our national economy. Our policies must enable rather than penalize. Our financial systems must extend credit, not exclusion. Let us invest in knowledge, cities, logistic hubs, digital corridors, cities that produce, cities that export, cities that lift. Your Excellency, we must also face an urban frontier displacement. Whether driven by climate, conflict, or economic distress, cities are increasingly becoming sanctuaries for the displaced. And yet, far too often, urban systems respond with neglect or hostility. We must commit to urban inclusion as a pillar of national cohesion. This means expanding access to housing, education, healthcare, and livelihoods for all residents, regardless of status. It means upgrading informal settlements with a sense of permanence and dignity. It means turning cities into platforms of integration, not zones of further exclusion. A city that welcomes the vulnerable is a city that strengthens.
Ritkeri Morioka Magayo mo Deputy Inspector General wa Panyanyimbo Lodi Lagat ugetiye mirimo erikwana nali iribaga obotuki bonyare kokorekana igoro yogo kwa gosogo ito como blogger alpatojong ritkori rero nigo abamenyi nigo ritkori nigo abamenyi bekenyero gya Celia ebungu ya Moso e county ya Nandi ase Lagat yakoro baba bakorobekana erikwamereria ogwetiye mirimo kwa Lagat na kubori obone bokorekane.
Hatutaki mambo ya kuchochea yule mtoto ambaye hana hatia na mtu. Hata akiwa nyumbani hapa anatembea na wale wachokora, anatembea na wachokora. Anapea wachokora kila kitu, akiona huyu ni ana kitu anapea kitu.
Nina uchungu sana kwa sababu namjua zaidi, nimelelewa na yeye, amelelewa kwa mazingira ya Biblia, anajua Mungu zaidi. So nataka kusema haki itendeke, maana iko kotini, na ninamtakia kila laheri.
Iwapo uchunguzi imefanywa na iwapo kama DIG mwenyewe amewekelewa hiyo maneno ya kwamba ati yeye mwenyewe ndiye amefanya, sisi wakaji wa Celia hatutakubali. Tutaenda maandamano, na hii maandamano si ati maandamano ya kufanya destruction, tunaenda maandamano ya amani.
We trust on the judiciary, so we don't need any unnecessary like we are not activists, we are Nandis, and we don't like anything that is malicious. So let the government finish that investigation and come out with something that is very substantive.
Ikaro kia basacha na voigo abana bamurani go ke kurwa county sana na isato ni go ke gendrete ase skuru ya boro kia Tampachi county ya Elgeyo Marakwet ekerenge kenene no kurwa maigere go chia saba murana voiga basacha chinchira bara bagwetanga kurwa chisegi chegenga chinchira bara itange kurwa konyora marwere ona voigo chinchira bara be bakwirenda
una rep watoto una defile watoto ya miaka 3 una rep watoto ya below 18 unaweka mimba watoto ya na wewe ni mtu mzima unaweka mimba ya watoto ya shule primary secondary. We are not going to allow you to stay in Elgeyo Marakwet County. Lazima utatafuta mahali utaishi. Na tumeambia wananchi we have to name and shame.
Because when we tell girls about SGBV, but who are the perpetrators? Most of the perpetrators of SGBV, you will realize that almost 90% are again men and boys. If you look at issues of what His Excellency referred to, the adolescent pregnancies, in the year 2023, the country recorded, actually 2024, the country recorded almost 240,000 adolescent pregnancies. Who caused these pregnancies? It's men and boys. There is no pregnancy. There is only one pregnancy I know which was not caused by a man or a boy, and that pregnancy, you know it. It's in the Bible. But all the other pregnancies, 240,000, almost 690 per day, are being caused in the country by men. In these 8 counties alone, we had almost 40,000 pregnancies among these children, let's call them children, between 10 and 19 in the year 2024. Who are the cause? Men and boys. And that's why we are gathering here as men and boys. We are not pointing an accusing finger. We are saying we have gone wrong. And how can we come back on track? That's the conversation that has been ongoing since morning. We have concentrated on women and the girl child for a very long time, but we realize that we are leaving men behind.
Most of them are their uncles, most of them are their brothers, their stepdads, their stepbrothers, their neighbors, their teachers, their religious leaders. So these all people are perpetrators when it comes to teenage pregnancies.
The statistics for mortality, for deaths, whereas 65% of people living with HIV are women or are female, when you go to the deaths are almost equal. It's actually in 2023, we lost almost an equal number of females and males, as opposed to more women, almost double the number of men are the ones who live with the virus. So you see, it's an epidemic that is affecting largely women, but the deaths have a phase of men.
Kwa sababu ukifika kwa kijiji, kama hata mimba ya mapema, imekuwa sasa watoto hata ukisoma kwa day school kuna watu wanawapa mimba tu kwa kijiji na tunakaa tu kama hakuna kitu. Kuna mwingine anafanya ile defilement ama ana rape na unapata watu wana discuss wanasema tunataka tufanye kienyeji.
Mwancho murina rayo kure Ekeonga Chinsa Ikomi asenchira riyo wenge twara bore boro bya asemero Getembe TV ko wate to mirene rit kure Alhamis botko.
Superstores nero eduka asorgo nguriga rwa South Nyanza yanchere amone company ya mabati Rolling Mills yuko yabwatuka ucyase abaonia aiga ntobwate showroom asura achagwirigirie amabati anda unsialia utagete showroom yeto nigo enkale yuerengia na boigo ekogokiriso yao chingaki ogoswasaje kurigiriria amabati aiga ntobwate team tembo abo bagokolemirimo ase showroom yiga babwate chingoro chingia chugo kwarigania na boigo cho teberie kende kensi uraganie bagoteberie company ya mabati Rolling Mills niko babwate amabati chingenjo au ayuare ye chikala au na boigo ayuiga bwate chi profile net gauges au unamono babwate normal corrugated na boigo box corrugated asimigo babwate Dumerang ayuare aye chigage emerongetato asama mabati aliaye chigage emerongibire na isaro na isato babwate tile profiles alia au oriental elegantal versatile gross na boigo na versatile mat MRM niko babwate lifestyle ayuago chana Roman Jinko na boigo web design babwate ligani kabwate chikala buna bonelia chako gray brick red tile red maroon sky blue na boigo na green obutambe bwe mabwate liga niko bokolengana amo nukuganyagwe customer mbabwate bintu bindi boigo ebyo ochkunyara kabo gutumika chingagicho gwakeranya mabwate liga ase nyumba yao tutari rero ase ouru MRM showroom onyare kabo gokwerera amabwate yu akomenya segeka ayo uchanye warrant na boigo ayo urakoberwa kasure asubwango edukenyega ya Uhuru Superstores igiye gutoka se nyumba ya Uhuru Complex imiyumucuri g'ubusongo iyo irange neduka ya Safaricom boigo ngotoka bari ase nyumba ya JM Towers iyo ire ange nebengi ya Credit Bank asamange bakere simgwetera se namba chabo 0111161500 Uhuru Superstores, the people's choice, guaranteed lowest prices. Karibu nyumbani.